Hey everybody, Todd Cahill here. I'm excited to do this special training with you. Happy Labor Day. This is really going to be a training that you could be using, of course, watching it once, watching it twice, but we're gonna go over a lot of key information here today. By the way, I'm in my home in downtown Chicago. As you can see, it's a very masculine home. We got Chanel No. 5, which is obviously a great perfume for women. I wear Chanel for men. But anyway, it's my wife's stuff. But I'm excited to really come to you, each and every one of you, and share some pertinent information with each and every one of you that's going to get you to that next level. Some of you, this training is going to 10x everything for you. Some of you, you're going to listen to this training and be like, I'll try. Hopefully not. Some of you, this training is really going to inspire you to really perform above average this month of September. Here's what we know about the month of September. It's really going into the fourth quarter of 2023. Believe it or not, 2024 is just around the corner. Pretty soon we're going to be walking our kids Halloween trick-or-treating if you do that. Then we're going to be celebrating Thanksgiving and football and all that great stuff. And then from there we're going to be singing Frank Sinatra and Michael Bublé songs, etc. Christmas, and I'm excited because Chicago is beautiful during Christmas. I love it. It's my favorite season of the year, especially snow and winter. Not so much the hot sun in Tampa like I'm so used to. But pretty soon, after all that's said and done, we're going to be popping champagne or whatever you drink and wishing our loved ones a happy new year. And happy new year is like, hey, 2024. And I just hope none of you are sitting there on January 1st, 2024 and saying, man, maybe I should look into that ERC thing. Maybe I should really give that a go. I want this training to be your January 1st, 2024, and you really give this a go. Does that make sense? I'm gonna really do my best, kind of having just a conversation with you. I'm not trying to hype anything. I'm trying to speak not so loud with our neighbors and everything as well. But it's almost like just we're having coffee right now, right at the kitchen table. And I wanna go over some things with each and every one of you that I think is gonna add tremendous value to you, especially going into Labor Day and then coming out of Labor Day. And then now it's already September, like 4th. And, I just don't want you guys to miss out on this. We've never been better. We've never had the kind of momentum that we have. We've closed so many deals just in the past, really 90 days. We're talking hundreds of deals, thousands of deals altogether, just our organization. Wi-Fi Money is bringing in well over $1 billion a month now. We have 65,000 affiliates in our organization. And it's crazy. It's literally the number one opportunity in our lifetime. And I don't say that lightly. And you look at hedge funds, you look at real estate agents, you look at network marketing, you look at affiliate marketing out there. There's so many opportunities out there, but there's really no opportunity I've ever seen in North America or the world. Because remember, anyone can be an affiliate around the world as long as they know American people, American business owners, people with networks that know business owners in America. So again, you could be an Italian, you could be a Russian, doing this, an Australian. You could sign international people up, but they just have to know American business owners, if that makes sense. But anyway, we have an opportunity to really create a lifestyle for each and every one of you, a lifestyle of freedom, a lifestyle of hope, a lifestyle of travel. Me and my family, we go back and forth to beautiful Tampa and downtown Chicago. We actually live in the beautiful Gold Coast of Chicago, right next to Tom Ford and Louis Vuitton and Gucci, and just love our walks every single day with our dog. And just love the lifestyle, and again, we're not multi-millionaires by any stretch of imagination yet, but we really feel like it. And one of the cool things about the ERC program is if I'm having a bad day, I don't have to answer to a boss. I don't have to ask for permission. If I'm having a great day, it feels great to work from my office right down the block here. I go in every single day, kind of like I work for corporate America, because that's my mindset is, put in 8 hours a day, because I am pretty much full-time doing this. But the whole point is either you're going to be full-time 8 hours a day, or you're just going to take an hour a day or 30 minutes a day, but you got to do something. And really that's the first kind of training point, if you don't mind me saying. Hopefully you can make a decision, because once a decision is made, amazing things happen. So if you decide that, because this is a lot of your issues, whoever's watching this could be going out to multiple affiliates or whatever, but you've got to make that decision, right? It's kind of like, I guess, dating, right? So let's say you are dating a girl and you just kind of take her out on a couple of dates. And for me, I think I'm married to the woman I'm married to because I was intentional, right? So from date one, I mean, obviously I wasn't intentional. I was intentional to get her on a date, and The first time we started talking, I asked her for coffee and she said no. But most guys I think would have been like, oh, okay, maybe she's not interested in me. But I just knew, I was like, nah, I got this. And I don't know what came over me, to be honest with you, because normally I'm not that confident with girls, back, about 8, 9, 10 years ago. And this was after a divorce. So, about a year after. And it was just like, I just knew, right? I just made the decision. And I said, no, well, let's do this. And finally we met on a date, and the rest was history. I mean, like after our first date, it was very intentional. I went on a second date, a third date, a fourth date. Actually, the fourth date, I brought my wife to visit my mom in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And it wasn't like going fast, and we got married like 2 days later or anything like that. In fact, it took us 2 years to actually get married. But it was just intentionality. So again, to that metaphor, it's like, if you're gonna date someone, you gotta make a decision. Are you gonna marry him or not, right? I mean, that's pretty much the point of dating is, are you gonna marry him or not? Are you gonna be committed to him or not, right? And I just wanna really kind of paint the picture of why be committed to this. Let's just talk about that, right? We're at the kitchen room table, why be committed to this program, this ERC program? Is it really better than maybe what you do? Is it really better than real estate? Is it really better than hedge funds? Is it really better than investing? Is it better than a lot of stuff out there? Well, I'm not going to go into an ERC training. We as far as like the how-tos, because we just had that on Monday with Chris Casey. Check out the replay. It was phenomenal. We got the Wednesday calls as well. The point of this particular training, Labor Day weekend, new month, September, is because the goal that I really want to help you focus on is really the one thing. So we have a book of the month called The One Thing by Gary Keller and Keller Williams, and 3 million sold. You probably already read it. And if you've already read it, here's my encouragement to you is read it again. Look, in life, if you just picked out 5 books, let's say one is the Bible, and then the 4 other books could be like something like The One Thing or Think and Grow Rich or Rich Dad Poor Dad, whatever. And if you just read those 5 books for the rest of your life, I mean, you're going to be a genius. I mean, the thing is, people read so much, or if people do that, but they don't contain the information. They just keep reading and reading it. It's like watching a bunch of movies, but never really understanding the art of acting or the art of movies or production, But if you study 5 movies and you just watch the actors and you understood the script and what they're saying and the emotion on it, you're going to be more passionate about film. And it's not just about watching a ton of movies and not really appreciating. It's about really getting a few books and really appreciating so much the content, but more importantly, you're putting it into massive action. So the reason I pick One Thing again, because this was the book of the month a months ago, is because through my writing down my goals, and I'm going to get to what this is in a second, because hopefully it adds a lot of value and gives you a bunch of ideas for every aspect of your life, is because I'm growing. I feel like I'm growing a lot, and how I'm growing is I'm keeping things in my life more simple. Now I have a lot of projects. I have a lot of stuff happening with my movie career, production career, all this stuff, and my workouts and family and children, and now, college next year for one of my children and all the stuff that's going on, just like a lot of you. But at the end of the day, I can keep it really simple. I have a set schedule, Monday through Friday. I have weekends off. And I'm not saying you can't work on the weekends, but I'm just saying weekends off with family. But I work so hard Monday through Friday that I've kind of earned that weekend. But even throughout the weekend, I'll post or I might text and stuff like that, but I'm not making technical like calls one-on-one or coaching calls. But eventually in the next couple months, I'll be running podcasts, we'll be having masterminds, we're going to be doing coaching and all that stuff outside of the ERC. But the ERC to me is really the bread and butter. It's really what's going to not just pay the bills, but it's going to give the longevity and have that cash flow for really years to come for all of us. So one of the things that I really focus on is, what is the one thing? I'm a numbers person. So let's say, you want to build an affiliate team, for instance, and you want to make $1 million a year. Well, I've already showed you how to do that, but all you would technically need is you do 1 appointment a week, and you would have to have 5 affiliates doing 1 appointment a week. That's 6 total appointments. That's 6 times 4 weeks in a month, which is 24. 24 times 12 is 288. So 288 times, let's say the average commission bare minimum per all those appointments, let's just say they all went through, is $3,500. $3,500 times 288 is $1,008,000. So there's your $1 million, let's say in the next 12 months, if you're just focused on the one thing, right? So what is the one thing you're focused on? Are you just focused on a bunch of stuff, a little bit here, a little bit there. You watch a video and then maybe you take a week off and maybe don't reply to any of my texts, for a month, and then you kind of come back. Look, no one in life is successful when they're not consistent. Nobody. Now, I'm not saying you got to quit your job and quit your family and go all in, but what I am saying is you have to make a decision. You have to decide, which rhymes with suicide and homicide, which means to kill all your options, okay? If you're dabbling in this and you're dabbling in this and you're dabbling in that. Look, Michael Jordan didn't dabble in basketball. He did it. Tiger Woods didn't dabble in golf. He did it. I don't dabble in anything in life because my life, your life is super precious, right? So every day, every minute, every moment, even right now while you're watching me, hopefully is adding value and you're not wasting any time. And let's get into the thick of it. With that said, let's get right into the thick of it. So I wanted to share, kind of starting out this training, I want to give you guys ideas, right? I don't want to just train you or talk at you. I want to talk with you. One of the things that I've done, I have a lot of journals. This is a journal I think I bought specifically at Target. I like the color green, money, financial, especially when it comes to kind of business goals. But this is actually what I call a prayer journal. But a prayer journal to me, whether you believe in God, Jesus, universe, spirit, whatever it is, my goal. So I write down kind of every challenge or every problem that I have or everything that I want to accomplish, and I just turn them into prayer requests, right? So I'm gonna just share with you guys when ERC comes up, and I know you can't see that, but I'm gonna read this and kind of just train on this. So the ERC prayer requests, initiatives, what I want to manifest, what I'm looking at every single morning when I read the book of Proverbs. After I read the book of Proverbs, I read a chapter a day because there's 31 chapters in Proverbs, which is pretty cool. So reading kind of dwelling on a chapter a day of Proverbs. And then looking at, okay, what are my initiatives for ERC specifically, right? Because this is an ERC training. And I have my marriage, I have my acting career. I mean, I got, stuff, networks that I want to build, people I want to meet, attorney stuff that I want to focus on with some negotiation stuff, people I want to that are really important to me that I want to set up for coffees and lunch at my masterminds, kids, certain people that I hire. What is the next step with them? So I have a list of about 30 things here, 30 prayer requests, but ERC, I'm going to kind of go through this. So the biggest thing is I want growth, okay? You have to choose to grow. So one of my incredible mentors, David Bird, used to teach me, you're either growing in life, right? You're going to the right, or you're going down and you're declining. So a lot of people kind of like hang out, especially during the summer, right? Summer is a great example of kind of hanging out and not doing much and thinking like, oh, I'll just do that next month or I'll just do that next week, the ERC program. But the challenge is you're not just waiting, you're not just stagnant. Like you can't just kind of hang out for a month or hang out for a couple years and stay even the same on how you look. Like if I look great now, but I just quit doing what I'm doing to maybe look this way, and I'm not saying I'm perfect or anything like that, but I'm just saying like I like the way I look. I'm not overweight or anything like that. So if I just stopped what I'm doing, I stopped going to the gym every day, I stopped eating pretty healthy, I stopped supplementing like I'm doing, and I just did whatever I want, didn't go to the gym, and just thought I'm just going to maintain how I look now for the next, even if it's just 30 days from now, I'm not going to be looking like this. If I decide that to just stay stagnant, I have to choose every day to grow. I have to choose every day to go to the gym. I have to choose every day to plug into the ERC program. I have to choose growth. And that's not just obviously in business, that's in every aspect of our lives, even in your marriage. When was the last time you got your wife flowers? Husbands, when was the last time you wrote your husband or wife a love letter, even if you've been married for 15 years? These little choices that we all make are either going to eventually make us or break us, but it's not in the act of doing it that will make us, break us, but it's the choices we're making compound over time actually mean everything. Okay, that's what's going to give you the success, or that's what's going to give you the failure. And I got to tell you, there's going to be a point, there's like a crossroads in your life and everyone's life where they're going to either meet regret face to face and then realize, oh my gosh, if I just did X, Y, Z, I could have not had to deal with this. Or it's going to be, oh, I'm so glad I did, instead of, oh, gee, I wish I would have. And that's a huge lesson that we all need to learn, because I certainly have been through that regret and met regret in the face and then had to try to kind of get past it as much as I could. And I'm not just talking about getting a therapist. It'll eat you up, like the regret. So for instance, if you watch this video and still don't do anything, I really truly believe you're going to regret. Let's say I'm texting you for months and you don't really reply back. I'm telling you, watch my social media every single month for the next 3, 4, 5, 6, several months, 2 years. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, that guy used to text me. Oh my God, I can't even get a hold of him anymore. Oh my God, I wish he would have texted me again. No, you're gonna regret it. And again, that's not just how great I am. I'm just saying, like, we're going 1,000 miles an hour, and right now is the time where you could still have access to us. You could still have access to me and my mentorship. But 12 months from now, I don't think that's possible if you don't show up consistently for the next 12 months, just because I'm on a mission. Alex Meller's on a mission. Wi-Fi Money's on a mission. A lot of people watching this are on a mission. ERC is also going to go away April of 2025 for good, right? And that is a regret thing. And I just want you guys to choose to grow. I want you guys to every single day choose, I'm going to grow. I'm going to book that appointment every single week. I'm going to definitely reach out to those people. And I'm not going to use excuses. So many different excuses of, oh man, I talked to 5 people and they already have it, so I guess this thing is over. That is ridiculous, okay? Yes, that's great. Just sign them up as affiliates. Always a no can always be a yes in some capacity. So again, if I talk to 5 people and they all got the ERC program, I'm gonna sign them up as an affiliate, or at least try, or I can tap into their network and just give them a piece of the money, of the commissions, even if they don't want to become an affiliate or they're too busy or whatever. But I'm tap rooting into that network, which is super vital. And some of you are just missing that whole point. So, by the way, there's millions of businesses that still have not even heard about this. They talked about that even recently on the Bottom Line training calls on Wednesday. Chris Casey talked about it this week on the training on Monday night. I don't really experience that. In fact, this past week and a half, we booked 15 or more appointments, just our group. A lot of people still haven't heard about it. Hundreds of employees, 200 employees, 300 employees. We had someone had 900 employees that were seeing if that can go through. We had someone that had 500 employees that has never heard of the ERC program just this past 7 days. So the growth is there, but you have to choose it. The next thing I wrote is for the right people. Again, this is even a prayer request of mine, is for the right people to show up. Now, what does that mean? First of all, if you're watching this, you're the right person. I'm glad you're here. I'd love to partner with you. I'd love to work with you. I'd love to grow together. I'd love to really get to know you and what your why is, and connect the dots and connect you to the right people and just really help you. But you have to be the right person. You have to want it. You have to believe in this, and you have to do the work. And you can't give up. I've been in sales and marketing for 20 years. I am a master follow-upper, but in the beginning of this 20 years ago, I had to learn. I used to have a 3x5 box with 3x5 cards, and I would write down my prospect's name in network marketing. And then I would put it in a box labeled Monday through Sunday. So for instance, if I did an exposure on Monday, I'd write the name of the person, put it in actually I'd move it to Tuesday if it was Monday, so that I wake up the next day, which is Tuesday. During my follow-up time, I would book a follow-up time, and I would take out the card from Tuesday, and I would call that person, back in 2004, 2005, 2006. In fact, I got so good, I used to train all over the country, train organizations in that industry, but it's really any industry, whether it's this or ERC. It's like, do you have a 3x5 box? Do you have, a CRM? Do you have just a legal pad or a journal that you're keeping? There has to be some kind of organization with who you're talking to, a business owner. There has to be some kind of organization of affiliates. Now, some of you say, well, I signed up so-and-so, but I don't see them. Well, you're not gonna see them. So you can sign up 1,000 people, 10,000 affiliates this week. You don't see any of them until they sign up a business owner, meaning they book an appointment with a business owner. Then you can ask for your live link, and then you can see all of the kind of momentum that's going on underneath you. But you're gonna have to track that. You're gonna have to get a journal. You're gonna have to get a legal pad, and you're gonna have to be organized, or a CRM, or if you want to work with a laptop, whatever program that really is good for you. I'm kind of older school, and I like to write things down, and I keep inventory. I got tons of notebooks that I'm not showing you right now. And I do have a CRM too. And I know Alex showed us a program, obviously, on the WhatsApp chat. And I'm going to get to that in a second about the WhatsApp chat too. But hopefully, again, that helps, because clarity plus focus equals energy. So hopefully this is helping you being clear. And let me put it in this way. Some of you are just not acting as if you are a badass businesswoman or a badass businessman. What do I mean by that? You're just not there yet mentally. You still haven't decided if you're going to do it. You're still kind of dating this person, but pretty soon they're going to break up with you because they don't like your vibes, because you're not serious. There's not an intentionality attached to what you're bringing to the table. And no man, no woman is going to stay in a relationship where there's not much intentionality. So that is really the most important thing, is what are your intentions here? Are you going to intend to be kind and successful? Maybe I'll just crack a couple of deals. I don't think so. I think all of you want to be greatly successful. I think you're competitive. I think you're competitive with yourself. But I think a lot of people struggle with rejection. And this is the type of rejection that's nothing like anything else out there. It's not like you're an actor and they're literally rejecting you, right? You're doing an audition and you think you nailed it and you just never get a call back. I mean, I'm in that world. And it happens. It happens to all of us. But in this business, okay, so I'll put it in perspective. So let's just say you won the lottery, you got $20 million, but you have to give 10 million of that away. You get to keep the 10, but you got to give 10 million away to 5 business owners. And you call 5 even random business owners and say, hey, I got $2.5 million for you, or is it? No, I got $2 million, times 5 is 10. So I got $2 million for you. And let's say, 1 out of 5 of them say, oh, this is a scam. I don't want your money. That's ridiculous. I don't believe in you. And they just hang up the phone on you. Now, would you call that rejection necessarily? No, you'd be like, that guy's an idiot. I mean, I don't care. I'll just call someone else and give them 10 million and bless them. That's exactly the point of this. If a business owner rejects you or an affiliate rejects you, I mean, I've had affiliates that sign up and then they don't do anything. In fact, they're all excited and then the next day, it's MIA, right? Until maybe 5 months later, because I keep texting them and some of them like, oh, never mind, I'm here. The dog died and my aunt, had, whatever, and that's fine. But I'm in such that momentum every single day, every single week, that I'm focused on the one thing. And I'm going to get there here in a little while, but the one thing, and really, again, the point of this training. But again, making that decision to not care about rejection, because this is not even rejection. This is not like you're selling life insurance and you're getting rejected. This is simply saying, hey, you're a business owner. You could qualify for this. I don't know if you're interested, and honestly, I don't care if you are or not, but I would think this would be very good for you to look at, because I think I can get you XYZ. So you're doing the math. You're like, you have 20 employees, you have 30 employees, you have 50 employees. That times 10,000. Look, I can get you X amount of dollars. Are you interested or not? And being very direct with people, there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, small business owners prefer it. Small business owners also are getting a lot of texts. They're getting a lot of spam emails. But when you're reaching out personally, whether it's a voice text, a phone call, a text message personally because you know them or you know a friend that knows them and it's a referral, they're a lot more susceptible to talk to you. I mean, they're going to want to I heard about, and even if they got spammed a lot, don't look at that as a negative thing. It's on their mind, right? It's kind of an exposure, right? They say 4 to 5 exposures, that's when someone is going to make a decision. So if they were exposed 3 times or 4 times or more, and you're scared to call them because maybe they've already got exposed, well, someone else is going to get that sale, whether it's with Bottom Line Savings or a pandemic pop-up, or someone else is going to get their business. So that's why you've got to just go kind of balls to the wall and just be like, I don't care, man. There's 2 years left. I'm giving money. I'm adding value. I feel like Santa Claus. I'm doing everything I can to not only help my family and bless myself and even my generations to come, but I'm going to bless this business owner. I'm going to do whatever it takes to help him or her just completely win. And if they don't like it, it's not my fault. It's that mindset. It's that confidence that I wrote down. Having that confidence. So confidence is small successful attempts in a proven system. So the more confident, so a small successful attempt. So for instance, booking an appointment, just your first one. Booking an appointment the first time. It's incredible. And not to be kind of crass here, but it's like losing your virginity. It's like probably not the greatest thing ever because you were kind of messed up a little bit. You weren't really a pro at it. But man, you're getting better, right? You're getting better. But it's the second time around that you're better. The third time. So again, it's small successful attempts in a proven system. Small successful attempts in a proven system. So you're booking that appointment every single week. You're posting on Instagram, on Facebook. You're using social media. People are starting to reach out to you. Why are they starting to reach out to you? Because it's not just one post or one story that people are going to reach out to you. Maybe they will, sure. I'm not saying they won't. But doing it consistently 2-3 times a week, doing videos, being an authority figure, or showing yourself as an authority figure on social media, people are going to reach out to you. Affiliates especially. Look at the number one opportunity on planet Earth as an affiliate. They want to get started. There's energy, there's synergy, there's something there. Like, you got to be excited, right? And I just see so many of you. Like, look what I'm doing right now, right? I'm doing a video. No one's here. It's a little awkward because no one's here. I'm by myself at the moment, and I'm doing a video. But where did that come from? Well, I had to think about it. It's a thought, right? Think and Grow Rich. I was like, you know what? I believe my gut feeling is I need to do a video today. I need to share kind of like a video training, because we're going into the fourth quarter of the year. September is going to be the biggest month. I can feel it in my bones. I know exactly this is going to be bigger than anything we've ever done. And it's only going to keep getting better and better, because people are starting to really wake up, and they're starting to, get results, and people are getting paychecks now for many months now, and people are excited. But anyway, I'm here making a video, right? So it's a little out of my comfort zone still after all these years making videos and public speaking. I had to decide. Now, it's easy on a Friday night. My wife is with her girlfriends on girls' night, and then we're spending tomorrow, we got massages and pedicures and shopping, and then Sunday and then Mondays with my kids all day in Chicago. But I'm just saying, like, this is the time. I could be watching Netflix right here on the TV. I could be like, you know what, I work today. Yeah, whatever. I'll do it Monday, or I'll do it Tuesday. But my whole point is, it's make that post, make that video, put your phone in front of you and be like, hey guys, my name is Todd. Look, I love this opportunity that I'm a part of. I can't say much about it right now, but I definitely would love to talk with you on a one-on-one basis about exactly what we're doing with this ERC program with the number one company in America that represents Starbucks and Uber and Versace and Gucci and the Los Angeles Lakers and the Yankees. But I can't say much right now. But man, I would love to chat with someone that's really interested. We're looking for about 3 to 4 people right now that are serious, that have big networks, that know business owners, that definitely can get into the business owner as far as communication goes, to really add value and really get them the money that they deserve from the government with the ERC program. So again, I'm just going off a whim right there, but it could be a lot more thought out than that. But doing videos, doing posts, taking some of the stuff that I'm giving you on the Telegram group or the WhatsApp chats, and taking this seriously. Now, again, it's a decision. It could be like, well, I'm too busy, and I'm too busy, and I'm too busy. Well, that's why most people don't make $100,000 a year, which I think is a complete joke. $100,000 a year, I'd have to file bankruptcy. But that's why a lot of people don't make $1 million a year. Now, that's a little bit more serious now. $1 million a year, $2 million a year, $3 million a year. That's really where I'm at now, but I want to go 10 million a year. I want to be like Alex and make 15 million a month. Okay. So it's just it's thinking big, right? It's understanding like, okay, what can I do with that money? What kind of stuff can I do with my personal brand? Maybe I want to launch a podcast. Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe you want to get out of your job. Maybe you want to, of course, change the dynamic of your whole family's stress levels and synergy and move somewhere differently, or buy that house. And maybe you're in your 40s or 50s, you've never even owned your house. Maybe you want to do that. Maybe that's a dream of yours. Maybe you do want to travel. Maybe where your family's from, Ireland, Italy, London, wherever. And you just never had the chance to because you're always busy working, or maybe you have health issues. You need special medication, or you need definitely health care that your health insurance doesn't cover. Here's the deal. You can do it. You can absolutely be successful here, but you have to have a goal. You have to have a vision, and you have to have belief. And the only way you're going to do that is actually taking action, booking your first appointment, then your second appointment, then your third appointment. And then you're like getting an affiliate that actually does something. And then you're just like, what the heck? This is unbelievably awesome. And hopefully you look at me a little bit different, like, man, thank you so much for constantly nagging me, I hope you don't say that, but like constantly, reminding me and following up with me and believing in me. And I'm like, yeah, of course. Like, I never quit on someone unless you text me, stop, don't ever text me again. And I'm like, okay, like, I don't care, next. So does it hurt my feelings when someone does that? But obviously you're not doing that. You're on the training now. So let's kind of go through this here. I'm almost done. Hopefully this helps. And then we're going to get really into the one thing just real quick. But I put for me my goals, and I'm not going to share my specific goals with you, but I put X amount of appointments a week and X amount of affiliates a week. So let's get into the one thing, right? So we're reading the book, The One Thing by Keller Williams, the founders of Keller Williams wrote this book, The One Thing. I read it in 2020. actually 2019, when I was really struggling, kind of like going from network marketing to transition into kind of the real world as an author. And that book really helped me launch a whole leadership company as a CEO for 2.5 years, and met Chris Casey through that, and actually hired him, and it just, long story short, but that's why I'm here, because I read The One Thing. If I never read that book, I never would have really been in business with Chris Casey or Wi-Fi Money or Chris Frederick or anybody. So then I reread it a couple months ago and be like, oh my God, this is why I was so successful back then. And then we're all reading it again this month. Why are we reading it this month? Because everything I just said, great, it's awesome, whatever, but you have a family, or you have a job, or you have a career, or you are busy, and I get that. So what is the one thing that you can do? I want you to write that down. What can you do? I want you to get into the mindset of not what the challenge is, not the complaining, not the woe is me, or I'm not this, or I'm not that, which is just actually human nature, because apathy is a natural human instinct common to us all, which we constantly seek our comfort zone, which nothing ever changes. So that is a natural human instinct to complain. It's a natural human instinct to feel sorry for yourself. We all do it. I know I do it, but then I have to snap out of it. Had a situation actually about 3 hours ago, to be very transparent with you. There's a guy about 10 years younger than me. I started in the network marketing industry 10 years prior to him, and I won't mention his name. He actually is in the ERC program, which is really cool, actually. 1 million followers, and he just bought a $6 million penthouse. $6 million. And I saw a post. It wasn't even his post. It was his real estate agent's post. And this guy's like 33 years old, or 32. He's about 10 years younger than me. And he's buying a $6 million penthouse. And when I first saw that, I'm like, son of a gun, man. Like, I've been in the game 10 years longer than he has. And I don't have a $6 million penthouse yet, right? But I immediately just took a shower because I just finished a workout, and I immediately caught myself. And I prayed, and I said, God, clear that out, because I can't. God bless him. That's amazing. He deserves it. It's also maybe not the thing that I need, right, in my life. And I just asked for God's wisdom, and I asked for his blessing, and I just said, look, God, I'm here. I just want to do what's, but again, I'm proud of myself for that, because old Todd would have been like almost angry, right? And you probably have felt that sometimes. Maybe it's like a compare game. Maybe someone that is like Alex Meller making millions a month, and you might look at him and be like, well, he doesn't know what it's like to be broke, or he doesn't have my life, and I have 5 kids or 3 kids, and I'm a single mom. And man, I don't want to hear a story. I don't want to know that people are driving Lambos and Rolls Royces and blah, The whole point is, Alex, just like a lot of us, was broke just a couple of years ago. He was struggling. I was homeless 2 decades ago. I know what it's like to live in a car and then also to get it repossessed. I know what it's like to only have my transportation be a bicycle, and then it wasn't even mine. Then when I got my car repossessed a month later, my friend picked it up for me, and I'm like, oh, I saw him at church, and he's like, oh, can I get my bike back? And he didn't know I came to church on the bike. So I had it's crazy. I mean, if you really got to know me and knew my story, hopefully it inspires you. I had no home, didn't own a thing, got fired from my job as a personal trainer in San Diego, car repossessed not once but twice, dropped out of college. And one of the things that I had, though, I worked for John Maxwell a couple years prior to that, and I had his book on my counter the day I got my car repossessed, The 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, and I just read that book, and also Failing Forward. So those are the 2 books in 2004, September. This is all when that happened, in October of 2004, which is about 20 years ago, 19 years ago. And I just read those books, and that's what got me through it. Failing Forward, 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership, and understand the law of the lid, law of E.F. Hutton, and understand that my lid was here. In order for me to be a great leader, I had to raise my lid. I had to be more influential, law of influence. I had to be more inspirational. I have to motivate myself. I have to lead myself. I can't lead others if I can't lead myself. I can't lead you if I don't show up and book appointments myself. I can't lead you if I don't sign up affiliates myself. I can't lead you if I'm not showing up even more aggressive and more stronger than most of you. And believe me, I don't think I've even started yet. And the whole point is, when you're reading The One Thing this month in September, and you're focused on it, and you're taking notes, and you're you're journaling about it and you're meditating on it. And again, this is not just ERC. This is your marriage. This is your health. This is your nutrition. This is your relationships. This is your network or your brand. What is the one thing in these categories that you could do? What's the one thing with ERC? So I'm going to tell you the one thing is you need to, you should want to, you should be appreciative of, you should want to be grateful to do this, is you need to book one appointment a week. Now, you're not a leader if you can't book one appointment a week. You're not a leader. You're also not a leader if you can't at least get one affiliate a week. So let's just say you had a bad week and you booked 0 appointments and you also got 0 affiliates. Not a leader. There's no one in life that would want to follow you. Now, let's take the flip side of that. Let's say it was a rough week, but you got 5 affiliates and one actually did 3 deals, booked 3 appointments. Okay, all right, I could follow that. Yeah, maybe you didn't book your personal appointment this week, but you got XYZ because you did the work. You plugged in. You were actually on the training. You actually were on the webinar. You had guests. And then the following week, you booked 2 appointments, okay? So that's a leader. Now, Michael Jordan's not going to dunk the ball back in the day every single time. Tiger Woods is not going to hit a hole in one, obviously. He's not always going to get on, he's not always not going to get par. He's going to get a bogey here and there, in his prime. So understand, on average, you want to get 1 appointment a week. And then you also want to add 1 key affiliate to your team every week. That's it. That's it. So just do that. That's all we can ask, right? That's all you can ask of yourself. Now, of course, you could think bigger and you could do like, I want 5, I want 10. I mean, Alex just posted in our WhatsApp group page that he got 15 in the past 24 hours. And that's great, right? And sometimes that's, when you hear that, you're like, oh my God, I could never do that. Well, yes, you can, but you're never going to get 15 affiliates in a day or 15 booked appointments with a business owner in a month if you can't book 1. And some of you have never booked 1. And you've been in the game for 3, 4, 5, 6 months or more. Some of you have booked 1 and that's it. It's almost like your Vanilla Ice or Milli Vanilli, right? One-hit wonders, right? Don't be a one-hit wonder. That's great. You booked an appointment. Maybe it even went through and it was closed and you even got paid on it or getting paid on it. That's great. Leverage that. Keep going after it. Keep doing it. So in closing, hopefully this is really making sense. But my kind of dream with all of this is in the month of September, in the month of October, in the month of November, in the month of December, in moving into 2024, you don't need to have New Year's resolutions. You don't need to make any certain big time goals. I mean, of course you're welcome to, but you have to really just be honest with yourself. I love what Max Dupree says. He says the first definition of a leader is to define reality, or really the first responsibility of a leader, right, is to define reality. So if you want to be a leader, you have to define, okay, what is your reality? Well, Todd, to be honest with you, right, I haven't booked an appointment in 7 weeks or 7 months. Okay, that is your reality. My question to you is why? Why is that your reality? Be honest with yourself, because self-awareness leads to the choice to change. If you're not self-aware, you're never going to change. And, we've heard it before many, many times that most people, don't change. Well, I don't believe that. I'm in leadership development. I've worked for John Maxwell. I've read most of his books. The good news is people can change. The bad news is they have to choose to change. Well, that's actually good news, but bad news. Just like God, right? God created you, but you have free will. So even though God loves you, he's not making you choose to love him back. Okay? So think about that. So you have to make a choice every day to choose that growth, like I said in the beginning of this training. So what are you going to do after this training? I really encourage you, because here's the business that I've been in for 20 years. Travel the country, travel the world, speak in front of tons of people, small group, big time stage, seeing thousands and tens of thousands of people quit in the network marketing business. I know that's not what this is, but it's kind of the same concept of not quitting, or it could be being in real estate, being a real estate agent who quits. It's because most people don't do what they say they're going to do. Most people can't stand accountability. Most people are sensitive, especially these days. Oh my gosh, you got to watch everything that you say, for God's sake. Even a text, could make someone quit. And all I said was, hey, what's up? What do you mean, hey, what's up? It's like, what's the book? I forget the book. It's the 4 Agreements. Don't take anything personal. That's one of the 4 agreements. One of my favorite books. But it's hard, right? It's hard not to take things personal. But really, if we get to that point of personal development that, oh, it must be having a bad day. No worries. I'm not going to judge him or judge her. I'm not going to judge that person who is mad at me today. Cool. Maybe he's having a bad day. Maybe his wife just left him, for goodness sakes. I don't know. But I'm just going to keep doing me. I'm going to keep staying focused. I'm not going to take anything personal. I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do. I'm going to actually book one appointment, not because Todd said it. That's great. He said it. He's giving me guidance. But Todd doesn't pay my bills. I pay my bills. Todd doesn't look into my wife's eyes when she is upset that she can't have the lifestyle that I promised her. It had nothing to do with Todd. Todd's just there to help. It's my responsibility as a man. And then if you're a woman, maybe you're just sick and tired of, and I hate to say this, but can I be real? Maybe you're sick and tired of just being a mom. I know so many women that want to do more than just be a mom. In fact, my ex-wife, I'm very friendly with her, great friends, and she's a wonderful mom, but she does more than just be a mom. And some women are like, oh, that's all I want to be, and there's nothing wrong with that either. But I'm just saying there's a lot of women that just don't want to be a mom because look, the kids grow up. So what are you going to do when they're all out of the house? You have to do something for you. You got to have money. Even if you're married, you don't want to always rely on the husband or even the wife, if depending on the situation, for that one spouse to always take care of you. Okay, get your own money. Get your own bank account. Get your whatever. I mean, I'm not telling you what to do there in a marriage, but whatever is good for the marriage. But I'm just saying, get that money for yourself so that you're not always asking. Okay, and I know I work a lot with women. And that's empowering for any woman, is to have her own money. And I'm not saying women are always under the men, but let's be honest. I mean, that's a typical situation in a lot of people's lives. Now, of course, there's women that pay the husband's bills, okay? And I get that. Maybe the husband's a stay-at-home dad. Same with the husband, right? So I'm talking to you as a man, is get your own money, men, right? So it's the same way, both ways. But all I'm saying, it's empowering to have something that's coming in that's every single month, that's consistent, that you're definitely going to get paid on. But again, what is the one thing? Not 12 things, not the 10 steps. Here's the 25 steps to be successful in the ERC program. It's the one thing that you can do is you got to book one appointment a week and you got to get one affiliate a week. Now, how we're going to do that, kind of closing up this training, is the webinar. The webinar, I'm about to make some training videos here for the webinar that's new. We're going to have a new link to the webinar starting this coming week. It's going to be fantastic. You're absolutely going to love it. They're going to get videos from myself that are updated, directly speaking to the business owner, and then also some of the affiliate side. And in the webinar, you're going to be able to keep inviting, basically from Tuesday morning to Wednesday afternoon. Think about that. Thursday morning to Wednesday afternoon. So Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday's game night. You got 3 people on, 30 people on, 300 people on, whatever. And we're killing 2 birds with one stone, right? So you're getting a business owner on, you're getting a potential affiliate on, or both, because a business owner actually can make a great affiliate, and you're just inviting. So at the end of the day, not only are you just focused on getting one appointment a week and one affiliate a week, at the end of the day, take all that back, all you're doing is inviting to the webinar. You're getting on the training, getting your affiliates plugged into the training Monday night and Wednesday afternoon with Bottom Line Savings, and then you're just getting those people and all of your recruits, affiliates, I would say potential affiliates, and then also any business owner on the Wednesday night. If they need that, if they're a business owner, or you just get a call booked with them, you don't have to invite everyone to the webinar if they're a business owner. But maybe they need more information, or maybe you got them in, or maybe you go back to all the business owners that are getting the check, still get them on the webinar, because we can turn all of your deals into affiliates. And again, most people don't think like I do. Most people are not tap rooting through that. They're just like, oh, I got a check. But they're not telling the business owner, oh, there's more. Oh, I'm glad you got $100,000, or I'm glad you got $1 million, but there's more. You can actually get more money. Not a lot of people do that. So let's go back to all the business owners. Let's make a list of every single person on your Facebook, your Instagram, your TikTok, your Twitter, whatever, on who you want to bring aboard this amazing opportunity as an affiliate. And again, it's just every week, Monday through Sunday. That's the week, right? Monday through Sunday, one affiliate you've added to your team, and you booked one personal appointment. Oh, and of course, you can take that a step further. You've also helped your affiliate book one appointment as well. But they're doing the same thing you're doing. So they're booking an appointment, you're booking an appointment, they're booking an appointment, you're adding another person, they're booking an appointment. You're leading by example. So if you're constantly booking one appointment a week, You're just sharing the story, sharing the story, sharing the story. And then they're doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing. They're doing the same thing. And I'm telling you, 90 days from now, you're going to be like, oh my God, there's 20 appointments booked this week, 40 appointments booked this week, 100 appointments booked in a month or more. That's the goal for all of us, right? It's that compound effect, but it starts with like doubling a penny. So penny doubled tomorrow was 2 cents, then 4 cents, then 8 cents, then 16 cents, then 32. But by like the last week of the month, it goes from like, I don't know what, to like $10 million. It's crazy. It's the doubling the penny in 30 days. It's an incredible analogy. And it's also true if you really actually took those numbers. It's actually a very interesting kind of read to see by the third week of the month, really what the penny becomes, double, 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 double. So every single day, just a little bit. And eventually it's that double of a penny compounded over time effect, the compound effect. It really is just like, oh my God, I could actually kind of quit, and people are still booking appointments without my leadership anymore. So guys, I hope this really helps you. I hope that you do make that recruiting list of everyone that you want to bring on as an affiliate or reach out to. I hope you have a plan of focus at least 3 times a week of posting on your stories, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, TikTok. I mean, really getting creative, having fun, sharing the vision, sharing the story, doing whatever it takes, because it's worth it. I mean, we're talking you could make 10 million, 100 million, 50 million, hundreds of thousands of dollars, whatever you want in the next 3 years here, because you're going to get paid well after April 2025. We also have the 7th month coming up of April of 2024 of 2021. So we got some deadlines coming up. There's no time right now to sit around and think about, are you going to do it? Or I'm busy. I mean, summer's over. Kids are back in school. No more excuses. Christmas is going to be here in a little over 90 days. Do you have money for that? What kind of money do you have for presents? Are you just going to get in credit card debt like everyone else does? And then start the new year off with, oh, let's go. But then by January 8th, all of it's in the toilet again, like most people. Do it now. Act like today, after you watch this, is New Year's resolution. Act like today is January 1st, 2024. What lease are you going to turn around? What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? What action are you going to take? And again, at the end of the day, it's actually just a few actions. 1 appointment a week, 1 affiliate a week, get on the trainings, plug into the webinar. The webinar every single Wednesday, especially with the new link, the new content, the new slides, the new videos that people are going to get once they register. They're a lot better, okay? And it's really more tailored to business owners as well. That's how you're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, by getting the business appointment and the affiliate every single week, and then preach that to your team. And we have the systems in place for you. So I'm excited for all this. I'm excited for, I have to come up with a phrase, 1 September day, or I don't know. I have to come up with some kind of cool phrase. We're going to have incentives. We're still working on that, and to incentivize you all on booking that appointment and cash bonuses and all that cool stuff. We're working on that in the background. So we'll announce all that, and make sure that you're in the WhatsApp group. If you watch this and Todd, I'm serious, I want to run with you, but you're not in my personal WhatsApp group. It's not the Telegram group. The Telegram group is just kind of like for the masses. It's just a muted group. But the WhatsApp group is called All-Star Millionaires, and Alex Meller is in there. He talks, he trains, he guides. I'm in there. Chris Casey's in there. Chris Frederick's in there. These are people with millions of followers, okay? They're helping you. They're making millions a month doing this. And they're also helping me mentor everyone in that group. So if you want to be in that group, or you're in that group, you want to be adding great affiliates to that group every single week that you're adding these affiliates, and let's grow this thing together. So thanks so much for watching this training. Happy Labor Day. Let's crush this month. Whatever excuses you've had in the past, release it, take action, and let's go out there and win together. Thanks so much.